Hello everyone. As working professionals, we find many challenges during our career. We want to be successful, we want to get the higher designations, we want to get recognitions, we want to get a good pay, we want to have a work-life balance, but we want everything. And what is the cost we are paying? And that cost is our inner peace. Are you able to relate to this? Because as a working professional myself, I have aspired for so many good things for me as an employee, as a manager, as a leader. But when it comes to achieving those things, we all zero down to hard work. We zero down to spending more hours in office. We zero down to spending more hours at our laptop on projects, on presentations and whatnot. But my friends, is this costing us our health? Is this costing us our time for ourselves? Is it costing us the healthy habits which we have been trying to form but we have not been able to form? That's where a very important thing comes, and that is unshakable foundation. When you have a foundation that is so strong, that remains unshakable under pressure, under stress, that's where the success that you get is more meaningful and you get to enjoy the journey towards that success. How about knowing the CFA framework which I've arrived at for all the working professionals who want to achieve massive success along with enjoying the journey on the way. So let us understand what is the CFA framework. Allow me to share my screen. But before that, just know something about me. I'm Hetal Soni. I'm a mind power coach for working professionals, and I have worked with so many working professionals on one-to-one basis that one thing comes very clearly is that they are so feeling alone within. They do not know with whom to share the problems because they cannot discuss such things at home. They cannot say some things in the office to their leaders with a fear that I might sound incompetent. So this is a space, a safe space for working professionals where I will share some tools, some tips, some techniques which you can easily implement in your day-to-day lives and see the improvement from day one itself. So are you ready? Let us understand what is the unshakable foundation that I am talking about. Okay, let us understand. So unshakable under pressure, it means that whatever you are doing with a smile. Are you able to relate? Because when we see pressure, we feel that, oh God, I want everything, but I'm getting stressed out, I'm getting a lot of sicknesses, I'm getting lifestyle diseases, and so on. So the unshakable foundation has 3 pillars. But before we go to the 3 pillars, let us understand and go a little deeper in what are the exact problems we face. Are you ready to learn more about it? The first problem that we face external is mental overload. Mental overload means we think about so many things constantly. I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that. I have so much work to do, I have so much time to give to my home, I have my kids for more time to be given, I have my relatives, my spouse, my parents, my manager, everything. And then when we try to do so many things in so less time, that creates mental overload and we feel fatigue. At the end of the day, we feel exhausted. We feel that though I have done so many things, but still the fulfillment doesn't come. And that is mental overload. You are loaded with so many things and you're constantly thinking about it because everything has to be done together, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to do everything together. The next one is emotional reactivity. Now, what is emotional reactivity? Emotional reactivity means that we get angry on someone, whereas we can handle the situation in a better way. We go home irritated from work, and guess what happens? You blast on your children unnecessarily, or you remove the frustration and anger on your spouse or your parents or on your family members. Sometimes it also happens that we blast on our team members or on our colleagues, because anger, frustration, irritation, all these things find some or the other gateway to explode. And when that happens, the follow thing that happens to you is regret. We regret, I screamed on this person unnecessarily, and then you go over there and say sorry. So that's how you start regretting, and that builds over time, because we are taught so many things. We are taught about managing our time. We have sessions on operational management, we have business management, and we have everything else in the world except self-management. So my friends, if you cannot manage yourself efficiently, how will you be able to manage everything else around you? That's where the strong foundation has a very important role to play. Agree? Let us understand what is the third thing which we face. The third thing is Sunday anxiety. Earlier we had Monday morning blues. The time we reached office or before office, we used to feel worry, oh God, Monday again. That was the feeling. But now, right from Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon, we'll start thinking about what is going to happen in the coming week. What am I going to do in the next week? And that's where everything starts. We are so much into a thinking pattern and so used to it that we don't even realize that we are spending our time overthinking and spending our time unnecessarily building anxiety for something which has not even happened. So all these are external things which we are able to feel, which we are able to see. But my friends, something deeper is happening inside, which is more worrisome and which is more stressful. Let us understand what happens within. So after facing all these external problems, the internal problem we face is silent burnout. My friends, when you are suffering through issues at work, can you discuss each and everything with your family, your best friend, or even your managers? No. Why? Because everything cannot be shared. And every time, we cannot go to someone and say, oh God, I'm worried. I can't handle these. Please help me. We can't do such things every time. And then we burn out silently. Externally, we have a smile on our face, but internally, we don't even feel like smiling. In a meeting room, in a crowded room, we feel that I wish I was alone and just had some time to myself. And externally, we are showing up as the best presenter in the room. That's the cost we are paying, without even me or you recognizing that this is something which we are going through. My friends, I have suffered a lot. I have a 22 years of corporate experience. I was working with insurance industry, and I have worked under different managers with different profiles. And there was a phase in my life wherein I have gone through the exact same situation. There was no one where I could go and share. And that's the reason I'm sharing this with all of you, so that you don't feel alone and you know how to come out of this. Let us understand what is more when we talk about the internal problems that we face. The second one is leadership doubt. Now, what is leadership doubt? Do you doubt your own leaders? Maybe well, but here we are talking about you are doubting your own leadership. End of the day you feel कि शायद मुझ में ही कुछ कमी है. Maybe I am not capable enough. Maybe I need to do something extra. That's the loop which begins of hard work, putting longer work hours, not to prove to anyone else, but to ourselves that see, I am also a hard worker, I am also good in my work. My friends, if something can be finished in 15 minutes, why do spend one full hour in that? If we are able to manage our work in a smart way till office hours, why do spend 3 hours more in office rather than spending those 3 hours with our family? That's where, after silent burnout, this situation arises that you doubt yourself and then you put extra efforts to prove yourself. Are you able to relate? Let us understand this much deeper, because once we understand this deeper, then we'll be able to bring out the exact solution. And the next is no structure. Even though we silently struggle, we go to so many workshops, but this issue is never addressed, and that's where we just give up, because we are nowhere shared the structure. In my corporate experience, I was struggling alone till the time I learned these things. I learned these things in a difficult phase of COVID, and once I learned and implemented these things, my life changed for good. Things started happening for me rather than just happening it without my involvement, because I was actively in those moments. So my friends, are you now relating to internal and external problems that we face? Right? So now is the time for solution. So before going to the solution, if you want, you can take notes in between or take the screenshot, because this is never taught anywhere, and this is my own framework which has helped me to overcome the situation, which I'm sharing with all of you. So the 3 secrets are, the first one is clarity. Whenever you enter your office, you should have clear cut mindset, clear actions in place, what I am going to do for the day. My friends, it is your day. You have chosen to spend your day at work to achieve certain things. Now imagine going to a supermarket not knowing what you want to buy. You have a full trolley in front of you, you have credit card with you, but you don't know what you're supposed to buy. You can end up buying all the junk that you don't even require, because you have gone there without a particular mindset, without knowing what you exactly want. You will waste your time, you will waste your money, and you will get things which you don't require. On the other hand, imagine going to a supermarket with a full list. I want these 10 things. You'll enter the market, you'll get the trolley for you, you'll go to that racks where those things are kept, you'll select the things exactly that you require, walk for the billing counter, get the billing done and get your stuff. And these are the exact things that you'll use. You'll save your time, you'll save your money, and you'll be happy at end of the day after shopping, because now you've got the things exactly that you have needed. So that's the difference between having clarity. So my friends, for a small thing like going to a supermarket or going to a mall or going out for a shopping to buy something, we have a lot of clarity. Why can't we keep that same clarity when we start our day at work? Because that's the most productive thing we have to do for ourselves. And this is non-negotiable, because God gifts us every day with 24 hours. Now, if we talk about successful people, our own Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, does he have 25th hour? But he plans his day, he plans his minutes. Can't we plan our day? What is stopping us? So my friends, clarity is the utmost differentiator. When you are crystal clear that I will reach office by 10 or 9 or whatever time you want to reach, in the first 1 hour I'll complete this, then this, then this, and then you follow that schedule, you are going to get the results that you want and not others want. Now if you go without a clear mindset what you want to achieve or complete during the day at work, what will happen? If your colleague is coming for some help, okay, I don't have anything much to do right now, let me go and help. If someone is asking, I'm feeling depressed, I'm not feeling good, please give me company for a cup of tea. You'll just walk over there and give a company for a cup of tea. My friends, I'm not against these things. But imagine if you have a roadmap in front of you that I have to accomplish these 5 tasks during the day. You'll plan your day intelligently. You will learn a very important thing, which is saying no to things which do not add value to make you reach near your goal. My friends, everyone has equal amount of time, whether a successful people or a struggling person. The only difference is a successful person knows what he or she will be doing during the day to achieve their goals. So that's the power of clarity. You have to be crystal clear what you are supposed to do. And for this, one thing is you can do is, before you start the week, that is one night before, Sunday evening or night before going to bed, just take out your diary and note down the non-negotiables that you are supposed to achieve during those 5 days or 6 days as per your organization. So if you want to achieve say X goal, write down which day, how much time you are going to spend for that goal. Once that is done, keep some buffer time, say 20% of the day free for unexpected tasks, because these are certain things, unexpected tasks, which take away your time. My friends, I have faced this in such a worse situation that even if I used to go to office with a planned thing, I was not able to achieve that because of unplanned things and urgent and important unplanned events. And that's where I understood that I have to keep a buffer of 20 to 30% of my day for unplanned things. If unplanned things doesn't come, well and good, you have that free time, you can choose what you want to do. But what if these unplanned things come? Then hooray, you are at top of it because you've already planned for the unplanned things. Now will the unplanned things remain unplanned? No, they will be planned. So that's the power of clarity which you need to have whenever you are going for work. Best thing is one night, Sunday night or Sunday evening, a day prior to the week begin, just plan your day and write down your non-negotiables for each day. Right? Let us understand the second secret. So, clarity before strategy is our first secret. Our second secret is focus. Unwavering focus. Many a times, what happens that once we write down these things, we feel that yes, I'll be able to do it. And we get excited, we get motivated. But before motivation will last for a very less time. But you have to have unwavering focus. How to develop that focus? How to develop and remove those distractions? My friends, focus is not something that we'd never had. We had it. You remember your school days. You used to study for so long hours because there were no distractions. Which is our biggest distraction nowadays? Tell me. Yes, most of you would have guessed it, right? It's our phone. Our phone, which is our best friend, is also our biggest enemy. And not because there's a problem with the phone, but because we have allowed it to become our enemy. My friends, our phone is there for us, but we have forgotten somehow that we are not there for the phone. How many of you feel uncomfortable if they have not checked the phone for 5 minutes? कुछ मैसेज आया होगा, किसी का कॉल आ गया होगा, लेट मी चेक, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट मैं मिस आउट कर रहा हूँ. Why? Because most of our work groups are also on WhatsApp. Now my friends, tell me, where's the differentiator? You have work on WhatsApp, you have family on WhatsApp, everything happens on WhatsApp. So that's where mindfully and purposefully you have to fix a time when you will check mails and WhatsApps. Your phone is there for you, let it be. It is not going to go anywhere. Just let it sit with you, keep it on silent mode, and then start your important work. And give that work at least 20 to 30 minutes so that by the time you are up from your desk after 20-30 minutes, you would have completed something meaningful. Set aside a time that you want to do for those minutes or those hours where you will go non-distracted. Another thing you can do is, after keeping your phone on silent mode, just keep it reverse so that the screen doesn't distract you. Another thing is, you can ask your team not to bother you for next 1 hour because you're doing something important. Of course you're there for team, but unless it is a fire situation, nothing can stop you to focus on that work. Here, very important thing is learning to say no. My friends, it is okay, because when you are wanting to achieve big, you have to learn to say no. We all want to become VPs and MDs and CEOs and everyone. But one thing which we can learn from them is, they do not give their time without their permission. Now, for how many of you it is a bulb? We all want to be successful like them. But when it comes to habits like them, that's where we don't do, and that's where we fall back. So very simple thing is learning to say no without guilt. And this applies to everyone. Because when you set to do something and you're confident that you will need at least 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 1 hour to do that thing, it's okay to say no and let them know politely that I'll be addressing your task after so and so time because I'm working on something important. Choose a corner or sit on your desk without distractions. My friends, this is very important and non-negotiable. Now, another tool you can use here is Pomodoro technique. In Pomodoro technique, what you do is, you think of a task, you set an intention to finish that task, and you set 25 minutes separate without distraction for that task. So set a timer on your phone, no distractions for 25 minutes, let the buzzer ring after 25 minutes, then take a 5 minutes break. Just get up from your desk, just take a round around, come back. Next 25 minutes, again start your work without distractions. This helps in developing unwavering focus, and just see, the best benefit of this is your productivity is going to increase. So my friends, once you have clarity, then you need to have unwavering focus to achieve your goals or to complete the task. And then last secret is action before distraction. Many a times we overthink a lot. We think so much कि ये कब करेंगे, चल अभी नहीं, बाद में करते हैं, right? You get distracted easily, and most of the time that distraction is not external. That distraction can be internal also. So what is internal distraction? Internal distraction means our thoughts. We think that I want to do it, but then we have some fears. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if someone doesn't like this presentation? Let me just go and check with some other person how is the better way to do it. So our mind is rightly said as a monkey mind. It will not allow you to be in a one place. So in this situation, just take action before distraction overcomes you. Earlier we learned about Pomodoro technique, keeping the phone on silent mode, politely requesting people to bother us after 1 hour. But here is, what if you are not able to take that action? And that's where we have to just bang on without any other distraction or any other thoughts coming us. Because as I said, our mind can be our best friend and it can be our worst enemy also. Everything is inside, my friends. It's an inside game which is going to give you external results. So my friends, these are the 3 secrets. Let me show it to you once more, because this is the crux which helped me to come out, and this is going to definitely help you because this is very powerful. The 3 secrets is CFA: clarity, focus and action. Just remember that once you apply this to everyday work, with the small tools and techniques that I shared, like Pomodoro technique and writing down your week's action on a Sunday evening and all these kind of things, you will be able to achieve your goals much faster. Your productivity is going to increase. You'll be much calmer because when you have a sense of completion, you'll have a good smile on your face. Imagine if you have won a trophy or if you have won a certificate, you'll have a smile on it. That same feeling of contentment will come when you complete your task as you had written. And one small but very important thing is, when you complete a particular task, don't forget to tick mark on the diary where you had written, because that gives a signal to your brain and your mind that yes, you can do it and you'll be motivated to do more. And next time when you set to do this, it will come more naturally and more easier for you. My friends, share this with all your friends, colleagues and everyone whom you need, and this will be helpful. Do subscribe my channel because this is the place which is a safe zone for working professionals, and I share my learning spaces, my experience. See you all very soon.